business in finance world.
Well, thank you, Nancy and Preeti. Well, let's take a look at the top lines. RBI's bi-monthly monetary policy review today. Monsoon GDP growth will be the main deciding factors. RBI has reduced the benchmark interest rates by 1.5% since January last year. Prices of 56 drugs for treating cancer, diabetes, BP cut by around 25%. Products of major pharmaceutical firms including Abbott Healthcare, Cipla, Lupin will be affected by the new price cap announced by the Drug Price Regulator, National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority or NPPA. SEBI cautions investors against illegal fundraising. Updates its list of firms running unregistered collective investment schemes to 335. Earlier, SEBI had taken action against 100 such entities. Brent crude passes $50 per barrel for the first time this year. The $50 price point is a key level, and traders will be watching to see that if this level can be sustained. Well, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley yesterday met the heads of public sector banks on the issue of non-performing assets. Finance Minister said that public sector banks will be empowered to settle this issue of bad debts or NPAs. On the issue of recapitalization of banks, Jaitley said that the government has already committed 25,000 crore rupees in the budget, and if more funds are required, they will be made available.
The issue of non-performing assets or NPAs took the centre stage when Finance Minister Arun Jaitley met the chiefs of PSU banks on Monday. NPA and PSU banks have risen to alarming levels. Government on this part has assured banks that banks will have more say while deciding policy issues for the development of the economy, and they will be given more power also. Jaitley stressed that the government will fully support banks so that they can in turn support growth.
Various suggestions have come up with regard to empowering the banks itself to function in an environment where on commercially prudent considerations they can deal with the situation.
Public sector banks or PSBs actually made an operating profit of 1.4 lakh crore rupees in financial year 15-16. However, the new RBI provisioning made it compulsory for banks to combine their profits and NPA, which caused accumulative losses of 18,000 crore rupees on the balance sheets of the public sector banks. Government has assured that it will infuse a capital to the tune of 25,000 crore rupees as pledged in the budget proposals for this year. Finance Minister also said that the government will also extend financial helps to banks if needed. Finance Minister's consolation to banks was surely a sigh of relief for government banks which are under stress largely due to bad loans.
I've indicated the discussions are with regard to A, empowerment of the banks, B, protection for bona fide decisions, and C, creating solutions. So what you have asked really falls in the third category. So these are the three kinds of suggestions which have come up. I am not specifying each of those suggestions specifically, but I have given you a sufficient indication of what they say.
There are 3 bills which are also pending in Parliament regarding the problem of NPA. Government has already brought an amendment with provision of debt recovery which is under consideration. Power Minister Piyush Goyal discussed the Uday scheme in power sector, while Agriculture Secretary shared government's intent regarding the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana with banks and insurance companies. Banks have told the government that infrastructure, power and steel sector has shown signs of growth. Banks also appraised the government about the debt situation and they showed their full cooperation for productivity sectors. Ajay Mishra's report, DD News, New Delhi.
Well, let's take a look at the market action, starting with the US markets. all the action from the US markets, and the markets were in positive. They closed in positive primarily because of Janet Yellen, who is the chairperson of the Federal Reserve, said that the American markets, American economy actually is in positive, and we can expect a kind of cut in the interest rates. And then, of course, the European markets, they also closed in positive, primarily because of the fact that the American markets closed in green. And then we have the Asian markets. Asia is by and large, it's a sea of green, but the Shanghai Composite is in red. And finally, to our Indian markets, they closed in red after 3 sessions of closing in positive. But the markets will be looking at the RBI policy, which will be announced at 11 a.m. today, and that, of course, will define how the markets are trading today. Well, back to you in the studio, Nancy and Preeti.
Right, so all eyes on